going on YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video. Now, before we jump in today's video, man, you should know what you should have been did. Like, comment, and subscribe. We trying to save the world. We trying to save as many people as we can. So make sure you hit that post notification bell so you don't get that post nut clarity, my guys. Now listen. They probably like, yo, what the heck? Listen, shout out to everybody that's liking up the video, joining the Discord, and checking out my links, man. Shout out to every single last one of y'all. I want to say, as you can see by today's title, man, we're talking about the importance of eye retention. Why it's important to not only retain your seed, but why it's important to watch where you're putting your eyes as well. It's very important. It's very important to watch where you're putting your eyes when you're on semen retention, because it can definitely hinder your growth on retention. Looking at these women in a lustful way, that is a sin. You don't have to fornicate with a woman to commit a sin. You know what I'm saying? There's a Bible verse that explains this, and I'll insert it right here. You know, some of us be lusting within our hearts. Some of us be lusting with our eyes. You know, you don't have to physically fornicate to commit a sin. So I want to say, if you guys want a successful SR journey, if you want to go on longer streaks, you have to watch where you're putting your eyes, man. And quick story time today, I was seeing a whole bunch of, y'all know what I'm finna say. You know, I was seeing a whole bunch of it, a whole lot of it. And it's like, whenever I tell myself I'm not gonna look, whenever I tell myself, you know what, I'm just not gonna look, this is when all of these baddies just keep coming along. You know, this is when all the baddies just wanna come and tag along just for me to look. Whenever I tell myself that I'm not going to look. And I find that so coincidental, because it's like, why is the enemy trying to tempt me? You know, whenever I tell myself I'm not gonna look at this female, that's when they start either positioning themselves around me to where I have no choice but to look. And it's like, yo, come on, I can't make this up. Like this morning at work, you know, this lady and her guy friend, the reason I know she had a nice body was because I can see, like, I know when a female is right. You know what I'm saying? I know when a female is looking right, bros. And I feel like y'all can relate. Y'all know when a female is looking good. You know what I'm saying? So I already peeped her outfit, but I didn't look down. You know, like at the corner of my eyes, I was able to tell that she had a nice body. And I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. At the corner of my eye, I already peeped, like, okay, this lady, she got the wide hips. You know, once you peep a wide hip, bros, do not look down. I'm telling y'all, man, do not look down. Because once you look down, that's when you're gonna get tempted. She had the wide hips, and I'm like, nah, Javaughn, do not look down. Whatever you do, don't look down. You know, and this is why I felt called to bring this video, because I'm like, yo, a lot of people need to hear this message if y'all want to go on longer streaks. You know, and shout out to Nana the Soul, because he was the one that kind of brought up this whole eye retention thing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. And I just felt like telling y'all, man, like, beware of where you're putting your eyes, man. I'm going to insert a video. If not, I'm going to drop the link to the video down below in the description box. Because in that video, they explain why you shouldn't look at women, why you shouldn't lust after women. They explain why you shouldn't lust after women better than I can. Shout out my brother Jonathan, man. He sent that video over in the Discord. So when you're on retention, you also want to be on eye retention as well. Because you don't want to be a person you're on retention. You don't want to be a person who's on retention, but you're still looking at women lustfully. You know, because you're only hindering your journey. You know, because whenever your eyes perceive something, best believe it's getting stored in your subconscious. Best believe. And that is why most of us always get the wet dreams, because we're steady lusting after women. We're steady lusting after women with our eyes, and we store it in our brain, and then we fall asleep, and then we wake up with the puddle. That is why. So we have to stop looking at women like this, man. I challenge every single last one of y'all that's watching this video, from now on, stop looking at women from the waist down. Stop looking at women from the waist down. Just look at their face. I know it's very hard. I know it's very tempting, but stop looking at women from the waist down, bros. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, because when you look at women from the waist down, now it turns into like a dopamine fix. Now it's like, man, every girl, every baddie you see, it's like, who's next? What's the next big thing I can see? You know, what's the next best thing I can see? So that is why you don't want to look at these women in a lustful way. You know, and it's summertime. Time is getting hot. So I know the temptations is going to be real, man. I know the temptations is going to be real. But as men, we have to learn to control ourselves. You know, have that self-control, man. You know, don't look from the waist down. I challenge every single last one of y'all to hop on this eye retention, man. You know, and one thing I noticed personally from what I was doing earlier, when I was at work, like I told y'all, I was looking from the corner of my eye, you know, so I didn't really see this lady, but from the corner of my eye, I seen her figure, I seen her shape. I noticed that when I wasn't even looking at her at all, it made me feel good. It made me feel better about myself, because that was delayed gratification. You know, even though this fine thing is around me, I'm not looking at that. That made me feel good inside, that I'm able to control myself. And this is why I challenge the rest of you guys to do this as well. Because trust me, man, you're gonna feel good about yourself when you know a baddie could walk by and you not breaking your neck. You're gonna feel good about yourself. You know, so I want all of y'all to do this, and comment down below y'all results, y'all experiences that y'all come across. I'm curious to see the experiences y'all have to tell me, man. You know, but eye retention is very important, man. Very important. You don't want to be lusting after women still. You don't want to be lusting after women still. Because a lot of them, they're going to come outside with the short shorts, the tight pants. They're going to be, they're coming with all the smoke, bros. This is why I say stay prepared. Stay prepared, because this summer, man, this summer is going to be hot. This summer is going to be hot, man. So y'all better be ready, man. But listen, though. Eye retention is very key if you want to go on longer days on your SR journey. You want to practice eye retention, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because as men, we naturally want to look. We naturally want to look as men. That is in our biological nature, to look. So I challenge all of y'all to not look. Just don't look. Deny your flesh. Deny your fleshly desire of wanting to look at a woman when she walks by. And if you are going to look at her face, look in her eyes. You know, you'll cherish women a lot more when you just look them in their face. You know, because you're not thinking so carnally in your mind when you're looking at their face. When you're looking at her waist below, now you're thinking about all these racing thoughts in your head, like, oh man, she looks good. Oh man, what position can I put? You know what I'm saying? That is when those thoughts start to come in. When you start to look from the waist below. So start to look women in their face, man. You'll cherish them a lot more. You know, find the beauty in these women and not on their body. You know, and I'm not saying y'all shouldn't appreciate a nice body. You know, it's nothing wrong with admiring a woman with a nice body. It's nothing wrong with appreciating a woman with a nice body. You know, but don't lust. Don't stare at a woman's body, and, you know, don't be drooling, like, don't be like daydreaming over a woman's body. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like over a woman's body, you know what I'm saying, bros? Start looking at women in their face, man. you know, because on retention, you're naturally not going to, on retention, you're naturally going to look at women differently. You're naturally going to look at them differently. So in order to really set yourself apart, do not look at their body, man. I don't care how good their body is looking. Do not look down. Do not look down. Promise you, do not look down. And this is why a lot of guys be nervous as well, because that's the type of women they're watching on the hub. Those are the type of women they're watching on the sites. So when they see these women in real life, they're not gonna know how to approach these women. Whenever they're talking to these women, they're gonna be afraid, they're gonna be nervous. Once we see a woman with a nice body, we instantly put her on a pedestal, because that is what you guys are watching on the sites. So in order to stop that, in order to stop feeling nervous around certain women, start looking them in their face. You know, because I know the body can really do something to you. I know the junk in the trunk can really do something to a man. You know, so instead of looking down, look in her face, bros. Talk to her in her face. Talk to her in her eyes, bros. And I promise you, man, you'll have a successful eye retention journey. But let me say this, disclaimer, it's not gonna be easy. You're not gonna get eye retention down packed overnight. This is going to have to turn into an ongoing lifestyle practice. You know, so like I said, man, I challenge all of y'all to do this eye retention, man. Let me know what days y'all on or whatever on your eye retention journey, man. Like I said, it's not easy. So I'll be on a nice streak and then I'll hop right back on day one. So it's not easy, man, you know? So if you guys learned anything valuable or took anything valuable from this video, man, drop a like. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions, man. Share this video with a friend. Watch this end screen that's gonna pop up right here. Listen, man, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And look, I'll catch you in the next one. And I'm out.